What is up, guys? My name is Ryan18 on the Ryan18 Forever channel, and this is my WWE Raw review for August 20th, 2012, live in Fresno, California. Let's get it started. We have Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman cutting a promo, pretty much their victory speech after beating Triple H at SummerSlam last night. And pretty much, it was an uncomfortable match. Heyman talks about Triple H's quad injury that he tore 11 years ago, and saying that Triple H was a warrior back in the day, and he even won that match after he had torn his quad and was out for over a year, and then came back in 2002. Um, also, Brock Lesnar pretty much de-infected Triple H. Brock Lesnar said that. Well, actually, Paul Heyman said that Triple H quit on his family, on the business, his friend HBK, and the fans. Lesnar made Triple H suffer. Lesnar made him a shell of his former self. Brock Lesnar addresses Scott Armstrong, pretty much brings him down to the ring, and says that he has two words for Armstrong, and he says, "Good job." And pretty much Heyman calls him the new King of Kings. And this one I find very funny. The Master of the Broctagon, pretty much referring to UFC. Pretty much this whole storyline is based on like UFC. I mean, like Lesnar comes out with this UFC gear. I know it's probably the sponsors that he has in his shorts. But I mean, come on, dude. Go back to your original wrestling gear. No one wants to see you in UFC gear with your freaking UFC gloves. Yes, the Undertaker has always worn UFC gloves. Those are UFC gloves. Well, actually, just MMA gloves. They're not UFC owned gloves. But anyway, and pretty much that would be the end of that segment. Then we have is Kofi, Kingston, and R-Truth teaming up with Cara versus Cody Rhodes and the primetime players Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. A pretty simple and quick match. Cara pulls off with a victory, pinning Cody Rhodes, and would be a victor alongside with Kofi, Kingston, and R-Truth. Then we would have his Ryback facing two local wrestlers in Fresno, California. Ryback would win via disqualification by an interference by Jinder Mahal. Mahal would attack uh, would attack Ryback and pretty much be a coward and leave the ring as Ryback was about to lift him up and possibly do his finishing move on Jinder Mahal. But instead, Ryback would lift both of the two local superstars on his shoulders and do his plunging finishing move on them. Then we would have his Alberto Del Rio going against the Viper, the apex predator of the WWE, Randy Orton. Um, Del Rio pretty much was screwed over by Sheamus. Sheamus was outside, put Randy Orton's foot on the rope as Del Rio was going for the pin. And then out of nowhere, RKO to Alberto Del Rio, and Randy Orton is your victor. Then we have is the Funkasaurus Brodus Clay going one-on-one with his arch rival Damien Sandow, and pretty much Damien Sandow pulls off with another shocking victory against the Funkasaurus. But Brodus Clay would have the last laugh as he would arm wrench Damien Sandow. Then we would have is a tout from Brock Lesnar saying that he's quitting WWE, that he's accomplished everything that he's wanted, and he's never coming back, quote unquote, because he's still contracted with WWE until next year. So this is just all a storyline, and for all you guys who believe that Triple H is gone, like this is his last match, it's a storyline, folks. They're using this broken arm as a storyline. There could possibly be a rematch either at Hell in a Cell or at Survivor Series. The WWE writers are trying to work with that, and so we could see Brock versus HHH or Triple H Part 2. And probably in that case, Triple H would probably win to get revenge on Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. But anyway, guys, then we would have his HBK via live satellite from his home in San Antonio, Texas. A very emotional live satellite chat with the Heartbreak Kid, pretty much saying that, responding to the actions of Brock Lesnar, and pretty much says a heartfelt thank you to his friend, saying that he's always loved his friend, that he's always appreciated what he's done in the business, and yeah, so that'd be pretty much it for that a very emotional live via satellite segment. Then we would have is David Otunga versus the Big Show. Pretty much Big Show hits the knockout blow. Pretty much Big Show dominates throughout that whole match. The match only lasted, what was it, 5 minutes, not even. So Big Show would be your victor. Then we would have is Kane and Zack Ryder surprisingly teaming up together to face Daniel Bryan and The Miz. Pretty much it ended with a no contest as Daniel Bryan would slap Kane, run out of the ring, and Kane would go after Daniel Bryan, causing a countout, so it would be a no contest. Then we have is a Divas Battle Royal. We have a bunch of divas. We have like Kelly, Eve, Beth Phoenix, Natalia, so many other divas. And pretty much it would be Kaitlyn winning after throwing over Eve over the ropes, and will be your new #1 contender for the Divas Championship, possibly at Night of Champions next month. Then we would have is Chris Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler. The stipulation of the match was if Chris Jericho loses, his WWE contract is terminated. If Dolph Ziggler loses, Dolph Ziggler would have to give up his Money in the Bank briefcase and give it to Chris Jericho. And pretty much Dolph Ziggler would pull off with a victory. The reason why Dolph Ziggler won is because Chris Jericho is going back on tour with Fozzy and won't be back until probably February or March of next year. So we won't see Chris Jericho for a while. But pretty much if I was the WWE and you want Chris Jericho to win, let's do this. We have Chris Jericho win. Let him go on his tour with Fozzy, alright? He still has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Let him make a surprise return. Let him cash in on whoever's the WWE champion at the time, whether it be Punk, Rock, whoever is the champion at the time, and let him become WWE champion. But apparently they wanted Ziggler to win, that way he can become WWE champion or the World Heavyweight champion. Don't get me wrong, I love Dolph Ziggler. He's a great competitor. Very show. I mean, he shows it. He shows off, but he can back it up. I can guarantee you that. But then we would cut to a Wade Barrett promo. His return promo. I love all these promos that they've been showing of Wade Barrett. Very good. Very detailed, very to the point. And I can't wait to see Wade Barrett come back to the WWE. So check out for the barrage. Anyway, then we would have is John Cena and CM Punk cutting a promo at the end of Monday Night Raw. We have Punk goes to Lola before Cena comes out and talks about Jerry's comments at the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw. Jerry Lawler's comments were that CM Punk had turned his back on us, as in the WWE Universe, and Punk didn't go well with that, and he demands an apology from Jerry Lawler. Then we would have is John Cena interrupting. Punk says that he's been on the backseat of The Rock, John Cena, Triple H, and been on the backseat of respect ever since WrestleMania. So he's been taking a backseat to all those qualities. Punk says that he sees the C Nation all over Fresno, California. Cena. He wants Cena to admit that Punk is the best in the world, and pretty much Cena says, I cannot do that, because at the end of the day, you had to earn your respect, and you don't demand it. And then Cena would go, if there's one night where you don't believe in yourself, then get the hell out, which is a pretty shocking thing. Cena would leave, saying a few more comments on Punk, and saying that pretty much, Night of Champions is in my hometown, is in Boston. You know what? And if you walk in as WWE champion and leave as WWE champion, your dynasty is complete. Then that didn't go well for Punk. Cena would leave. Punk wants Jerry Lawler in the ring and wants Jerry Lawler to say that he's the best in the world, as in CM Punk. And Jerry Lawler says, I cannot do that. After all these years of me commentating, I just want to do my job. And he says, I'm sorry, Punk, but you have to excuse me. That way I can do my job. Punk would hit Jerry Lawler with a kick to the side of the head and pretty much knock out Jerry Lawler. And then we're left with Punk staring at Jerry Lawler at the end of Monday Night Raw. So this has been my WWE Raw review. What are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw? Did you guys enjoy it? Do you think CM Punk demands respect, or should he earn it? Who do you think will be the #1 contender for the WWE Championship at Night of Champions? Pretty much I'm going to go with it's going to be John Cena. John Cena probably winning in his hometown. I'm going to Night of Champions. I can't wait. So let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like this video. If you guys don't like it, hey, it's your opinion. I mean, everyone's opinion is different. So this has been Ryan Tuesday 18. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe up above. This has been Ryan Tuesday 18. Let me know what your thoughts on Monday Night Raw was. And this has been Ryan Tuesday 18 once again. I know I keep saying that, but this has been Ryan Tuesday 18 once again. I'm out. Peace.